Alive. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now today, what we're doing is we're continuing our work on the B-17 canopies. Now, on that very topic, I made a howling error. I did. I thought the assembly instructions required a whole stack of surfacer, where I was actually pretty sure there wasn't. I thought, well, no, that's what the instructions say. It was just I totally misread them. What I am waffling about is, almost lost them, the nose cone. I thought, oh, that's supposed to be clear. Oh, well, they say otherwise. No, it was just the way it was printed, and I should have listened to my initial instincts. Fortunately, there is a second one here, which I can work with, although I will need to drill some holes in. Well, I had to drill one on there. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, but once I find the correct spots, it'll all be good in the hood. And we can get onto that probably before we look at completing our journey on surfacing. In fact, that's an executive decision. I shall drill those holes, and then we'll get on to our... excuse me, I'm checking out here for a moment. No. There's supposed to be there's points on the ball turret where they could have left some space for maybe there I can work some magic. I'm waffling, sorry guys. Anyway, we'll get onto our surface. There's a lot of it, so we'll do that. First, let's attend to this. Above all else, if there's a world without coffee, I certainly don't want to know about it. Now, light on. Let's bring you around for a better viewpoint, shall we? Oh, for God's sake, I've got to... And there we go. Light comes up. Now, I've still got quite a bit of stuff here. I was joining in on a stream earlier this morning. I did some work on this. Now I'm starting to get a bit happier with it. As you can see, it's a car. There's still some last bits of tidying up, but mostly she's starting to look a bit sleek. And then, yeah, but that's not what we're working on now. That's what I was working on earlier today. So, what we will do now, here's the piece we're going to be drilling. We'll take this very top bit off. Just got a notification of some variety. You know, when you get that thing from Dilly, did it show me what the notification was? No. Do I care? No. No. There we go. Now, we'll file that down. A bit more. A little bit more. A bit more. There we go, that'll do it. No, it won't. I'm not happy with that. Happy with that. All right. Drills. Where are my drills? Here. No, that's not my drills. They're my lugs. Well, a lug at least. Why have I got a band-aid in here? I ask you. Now, anyway, we'll be needing this once I find my drill bits. It shouldn't take long. Oh, jeez. I've got a bloody photo etch razor on the loose. Dear, oh dear. What are you doing to yourself, boy? Here we go. Here's the drill bits. Uh-oh, hang on. About to lose blue tack and a whole stack of other things there. What are they? Ah, I see. Dearie me, people. Totally disorganized here. Very sorry for this interruption whilst I... There we go. All right. All right. Now I know what's what and where's where. Where's where? Whatever, man. Now, I seem to recall, and in fact, I can go a step further. Diameter required was, I think, fairly healthy, actually. Looking... There. Oh, those bastards. See, that's why I did that. But it's not correct when you look at the... Off with their heads. That's what I say. Off with their heads. All right. What's you? If they say clear, I'm going to kill them. Don't they say Mad Olive? So that's really not help, unless they mean the rim, in which case they've still not helped the cause at all. Hey, oh, off with their heads again. Now, what I'll need to identify is to make sure I'm doing the right number of guns. You see, here's the thing. I'm a bit frustrated about that, guys. I'll zoom in. Okay. Boom. Boom. So you would think logically that is what you do. But no. Because when you look at, indeed, our picky there, clear. Clear. What the hell, people? Doing my head in, I tell you, by golly, by gosh. Ah, well, now that we've... So which one do I use? The Belle has 2 guns. All right. All right. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Most frustrating, that. Never mind. Now, we will go. One thing I forgot to check was, I'm sure there was one that said to do some drilling, and you see, that's curious. They have on one of them with 1 gun, but in the diagrams here, they've both got 2. How the hell? They're not helping anyone's cause here. This sort of confuses the issue, you know what I'm saying? Hey, caramba. I'm going to go with the 2 guns because I like it. And that's what they do show. But then you got to wonder what's the deal with 1 gun. Is it a different... No, it's not even a different type of gun. Dear, oh dear. All right, whatever, man. Whatever. Let's go for... That's going to be too thick. for our intents and purposes, I would think. What I would be best served doing is going... Now, I've got a rough idea as to how... Yeah, I reckon this one, our second thickest, should do the job nicely. And what we'll do is mark our points with it by giving it a gentle twirl. That may be a little tricky on its own. Maybe we'll get a bit of light. There we go. We'll go... In fact, now that I look at it, it's kind of obvious where they'll go. So here, just start there. The other one would want to go, I would say, right there. All right. So now, I've got to fess up. I've never been very good at ensuring these things are properly in. They always seem to come loose at some juncture. Juncture, there's a great word. Now, about there. No, I didn't really. Fortunately, I haven't scratched anything. Now, what I have to do is go one hand, maybe. There we go. And Jesus, I might, once I've gotten all of this done, go and get the there's one. I may as well as get the whatchamacallit. What do you call it? Anyone? I know what to call it. Surfacer going on this part, and indeed on everything on this sprue, I guess. So now next one is there. Yeah, man. You know you want to. God, it's taking its time, isn't it? It probably wasn't the best way of doing it, but the way I was doing it, that is. Now, there we go. So, there's our two gun holes drilled in. Now, give it a quick dust once I get rid of the drill. And we'll get the surfacer going. Then we'll get surfaces going on a whole stack of other parts too. Most notably the ball turret. So, undo this. There we go. Diddly, 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 diddly. Yeah. Now, what I'll do this rim when I do the inside. So now, but first we'll give it a quick dusting. And before I varnish it, because you should always put your, well, you shouldn't, don't have to, you can. And I generally choose to put your canopies through floor varnish. Works a treat. Now, things I need to have a quick gander at. Okay. Now, oh yeah. And one thing I'll check for my own edification before we get started, because I'm not going to go, in fact I won't have a spare one to go fix shit up with. Okay, let's see if I can work out. All right. So, oh yeah. Okay, that sort of makes sense. All right, now surfacer. Now, as always, there are things I wish to attend to at some stage today. So we'll see how we go. Now, if I can complete the outside areas, I will be happy. Failing that, well, we'll see how we go. Now, as I'm not using this one, have we gone too narrow? Don't think so. Never mind, we'll work it out. They look like they're just like a bracket apart. It looks about right. All right, now. There we go. Delay. Now. Parts of this are nicely printed and some of it are not. Never mind. I'm going to have to get the toothpick out very quickly. This is the area that I'm not able to really see. For fuck's sake. My light's a bit low and I was headbutting it. Not helping my cause, you know what I'm saying? Toothpick time. Now we'll come here. All right. So I might just hold it there because I think it's going to be a wee bit more stable. I also need to tidy up. Just across there. This is proving a bit more fiddly than I had hoped. All right, slowly but surely. All right. Now, toothpick. Now we will come around. Now, do I need to do any? Just, oh no, there we go. There we go. Now, getting a bit of a sore leg going today. All right, starting to get there. All right, starting to get places now. I think I might have needed to go wider with those holes, but I'll work it out. I'll be like the Beatles. I will work it out. Now, after this one, I reckon I'm going to go for the ball turret. Alrighty, so we're coming along. Now I'm just going to go across. Actually, I might do it from this angle. It'd be easier, I reckon. This one's at least printed all the way, so that'll make it a lot easier. Yeah. A little bit of a tidy up there. Oh, come here. Oh, it also goes a little higher there. I guess these have got to house 2 guns and probably the bombardier as well, I would suggest. It's better in some ways, not so good in others. All right, toothpick. All righty, boom. There she goes. There she goes. Now, ball turret. Zip out. Now, as you can see, got one half of it done. Got to get this half done. Quick and There wasn't much on these. It was actually glass. It was mostly metal, which I found interesting. Now, what I wouldn't mind doing, actually, now I'm going to try something here, because there were some side panels that were glass. Now, if this doesn't work out, looks like crap, I can fix that. So yeah, but we'll see. Now I reckon I can pull this off. As the choir boy said to the bishop. Alrighty, now, next. We go round here. Once I've got everything defined, it's going to be much, much easier. Because most of this, is actually solid. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm good with most of that. Now, other glass bits. Here. And come here, yeah. So we'll go. Here we go. Oh, dear me. And around there. All right. Then there's that little circle. Dear, oh dear. Silly little number, this one. It's not doing my back any favours, I'll tell you. Anyway. I'll give it a bit of a stretch after, I reckon. Oops. Tidy that up in a minute. Need to scratch that a bit more. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, my back's definitely not enjoying this. Your Wayberry ain't what it used to be, ain't what it used to be. Now, we are, however, starting to get some definition on our glass bits. Now, next, we go into here. I was actually genuinely surprised when I saw how little glass exists on one of these. The answer is not much. Now, next, all I need to do is that little wagon wheel thing I did there. And then the rest of it, once I've defined that actual area, we can just go slap, slap, slap with. Well, almost anyway. If I haven't done this, give me a moment. There we go. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, just give you a bit more magnification, really. There we go. Now, that wagon wheel there is not printed on, but they did have that sort of a thing on the side. If I'm going to have that one, half of it solid, I need to have a wagon wheel on the other. Now to do, that's a pretty straightforward op. We're going to go 1, 2, and part of that will actually be obscured by the thing that actually holds the ball turret. But you want it as clear as possible if you're going to do this. It's a bit bodge, that last one. So we'll get a bit of toothpick action onto that. Maybe just take out the very bottom of it if we can, which we should be able to do. And once that is achieved, there we go. All right, so we've got our wagon wheel there, and the only actual glass bits on this part of the ball turret are that circle and those little bits there. The rest, so long as we're careful enough, we can be quite vigorous with now. And that will be fairly easy. So what we'll do, we'll come around here into there. Now, once I have, it's more around these areas that you still need to exhibit some caution. Once you got them done, I could even consider getting a bigger brush for the occasion and tidying it all up. Now, in this instance, I know that the ball turret was this way because I've done a bit of a Google image look, which is never a bad idea, and I should probably have done that with the nose, but hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Now, I've observed yesterday, and with some amusement, as to how much a ball turret looks like one of the gun positions off of the Millennium Falcon. And I wonder if that's where George Lucas got them from, because he did borrow extensively from World War II footage and movies. I believe the stay on target thing is based on something from Dam Busters. All sorts of things. I believe some of the way the TIE fighters come in is based on footage from bombing raids over Germany. And so it goes. So yeah, it's hard for me not to speculate. Can you see what I'm doing there? That this would be the basis for our Millennium Falcon positions, particularly with that little thing there, which does exist. Obi-Rob knows this to be true. Obi-Rob also knows it to be true that these things, as far as the ball turret, were pretty nasty from the viewpoint of the only way in or out was out that way. And it was something that had to be opened by the outside. Couldn't be done from the inside. Well, there'd be reasons for that, I assume, but anyway. Bottom line, if you were in an aircraft that needed to be making a crash landing, yeah, good luck with that. Which is, well, I had heard a horror story, and it would have certainly been horrifying for the people involved, that damaged bomber coming in, the pilot has let the aircrew know that, it's going to be a belly landing. Brace yourselves. And the ball turret guy has said, now about that belly landing, what am I going to do? And because I can't get out. And I was basically given the response, if you have your service revolver with you, now would be an appropriate time. Imagine being the guy having to say that. That's a pretty harsh reality of war, man. So yeah, there you go. There's a cheerful one for you, kids. Alrighty, now we've almost got this one done. And by extension, we've almost got most of our the outside of our canopies done. That's good. Because as I said, there's an awful lot of them on a B-17. An awful lot of them. Now, thing being, of course, that once you've got the outsides done, we still need to do the insides. So, I'll be here for a few streams doing this sort of caper, I fear. I guess I could do some of it off camera. And depending on various factors, may well do. Well, there's something I wanted to do off camera, scale modelling wise today, was or is to, excuse me, there we go. Get the the bottom of the Lavochkin. I'm working on the Lavochkin, or have, been distracted by the car and the B-17. But part of that's because the Lavochkin just needs to be airbrushed, and lately it's been simply too hot. Now, the weather is now, today, for the next few days, good for airbrushing. So maybe we'll get quite a truckload of it done. Because, well, it'll just be easier. There we go. Almost there. Into there. Ball turret. Which goes with that bit. Alrighty, now other bits we need to do. Dear oh dear. I need a mouthful of coffee. Let me zoom out for a moment. There we go. All right. Now, generally like to go around the edges here, because what I'll do there is our window seals. All right. Alrighty. All right. There's them. Done, done. Aha, these. Then there's a couple of things I would like to check before I paint. And then we shall possibly get started on the insides of our canopies. Diddly. All right. All righty. There we go. Next. We need to examine. Okay. I'm going to base a lot of my stuff on this more than. All right. So we're looking for. This is part 66 and 65. Let's see where they go. 66 is. Looks like it. Okay, so 6 goes right in front of, so that would be it there, you would think. And again, we have the curious situation whereby they've given away big area. If that's how they want it done, whatever, man. And as for 65, I wonder if that even actually goes on, because I don't see it, didn't see it in the silhouette shot. Doesn't mean it doesn't go on, of course. I think 65 doesn't get added. Let's have a last look. It doesn't look like it. That's fine. I would say it's from another kit, or possibly a later model B-17. I'll just continue to check that. Yep, I'd say that's correct. Yep, alrighty. So, we don't need to worry about that. We do need to worry about this. All right. Wonder why they've done it that way. Never mind. I reckon I know why. Because it probably is something to do with the fact of where it's positioned. It features a very large curve, and it's more easily done that way than, yeah, would possibly make sense. There's a couple of errors on the way around the edge there, so we'll tidy them up. Made a few errors now, but that's an easy fix. There we go. Now, next we just and oh my god, that's the lot. And there was much rejoicing. Now at that point, we can start on the inside of these. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I can see that they've done it that way because it will be, as a part, it will be actually a better way of doing it than trying to get a flat. The other ones go largely on flat areas. Might even be easier for their pressing purposes, I don't know. Now, and there we go. Oh my god, indeed. Oh, wait a minute, that's a fast boy wonder. Now this is part 64, and I reckon I know where that goes, and I reckon I know what's going on there, but we will check. Looks like it goes under the undercarriage. Rubbin. Anyway, part 64, let's have a look. Now it looks like it go in before the fuselage goes together. We're getting close to where we should be able to find that out. It looks like it doesn't get painted. Well, it is not required. Part 64. Let's just make sure of that being the case, because otherwise I'll make myself grumpy, and I don't want to make myself grumpy. Pardon me. Yes, yes, yes. It's all a rich tapestry. Yes, yes, yes. Well, yeah, I would suggest I'm entirely correct in that assertion, that that part is not required. Yeah. Alrighty. Boom. I wonder what that's actually from. The mind boggles. Not my problem, is it now? I would say from possibly, again, a later model, that a lot of the sprues would be used for later model B-17s and stuff. Anyway, now, insides, yeah. Okay. Well, I reckon I can get, what is the time currently? Okay, you've got a bit of time. I should probably replenish this surface, I would say. So they get a bit claggy. Now, All right. Now, if I can get, well, see how much I can get done in this remaining amount of time that I intend to be on for, which is probably at least another 20 minutes, or probably another 20 minutes. And then I need to go shopping, and I need to do a whole stack of writing and organising, and yeah, I don't need to do that twice. Now, these ones. Have I done the insides of these already? I have. Have I? Yeah, I have. Oh, jolly good, Robster. Now, what about these ones? No. Okay, tweezers. Now, the best tweezers for these occasions are these little suckers. They're fantastic. Assuming the stuff's off the sprue, which in this instance, as you can see, it is. Now, so there we go. Alrighty. Now, once this one's done, I'd say we're going to have time enough for the other one. And then boom. We're making spectacular time overall. We should. I need to give this a bit of a file. We should. I know what this is, what's going on here. Be able to get all bar a couple of these fully prepped. Today, that would be a good outcome. I'd be pretty happy to get most of this ready to rock and or roll. So that we can get onto that. All right. Yeah, good stuff. All coming together, people. Now, you know what I might do? Once I've gotten this piece done, I almost have, I might make a sudden change and actually do some masking on the Lavochkin to wind up. Because the amount of masking I should require to do is not going to be a lot. And at that point, there we go. I can just strut on out at a suitable opportunity and do the undercarriage of the Lavochkin this afternoon, hopefully. And also, depending on time, I can, boom, I can maybe do some tidy ups on, whoops the days, the, when am I going to do tidy ups on? Something. Yes, I wouldn't mind getting the car ready for deckling. So if I can get a few of those sort of things done, that'll actually be big steps towards getting, well, most of the detailing's done on the B-17, so that's a bit good on its own. If I can get things such that I can deckle the Advan 11, Corolla 11, then we're really starting to get through our kits, because I wouldn't mind at some stage fairly soon getting stuck into, well, 2 kits actually, particularly, but one being my 1:350 Warspite, and the other being my C-47 for D-Day. So yeah. Now, to that end, now got one there. Let's have a. Here's all our bits and bobs. Bonus plan, Rob. Big bonus plan. All right, this is our color pattern. So, see what I'm doing here. Right, yep. So that needs to go. Now, tweezers would be handy here. Which needs to go a bit more that way. There we go. That's actually pretty good. Now, what's it like on the other side here? Completely wrong. So, we'll fix that, shall we? Now, I actually don't have to be that exact in this instance, because I can always paint over the lighter blue if it goes too far. Now, alrighty, next. Tape. Here we go. Now from here, oops, daisy, almost knocking things off my shelf. It should be a fairly straightforward op. Yeah. And then I shall wind the stream up, but foist. Now, here we go. Yeah, that's what I want here. Yeah. That's probably even too thick, but it'll do the job. Rob. Scissors. Aha. Healing. Snip. There we go. And in fact, I can probably Not quite. And also I want that bit there to be blue, so we shall the underside of the wings should be blue. Now let's see if we can. Not quite. First we'll pop that there. Alrighty, and finally, there we go. Now, next we shall a little tiny bit of this and go across. That's probably too big. Could use a bit of blue tack. There we go. That's the, it just seals off the wheel bay. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm going to be winding up fairly soon. I've gotten a fair bit done on the B-17 canopies and stuff. I'm just doing some masking up on the Lavochkin, which I'm hoping to do some airbrushing on later today because the weather's suitable for the occasion. How you doing? Good? Where's the edge of this bloody stuff? Looking. Not finding. Let's go for the finger technique. Oh, really? Hang on. There we go. Found you. About that long. We'll do nicely. Delay. Delay. And then we come from about there. And oops, the days. Delay. Testing my patience. Look. Come here, you go about there. That'll do fine. It doesn't have to be exact because I can always paint over. And I will too. In fact, it was once pointed out to me that in truth, that's what was done more often. They do a certain colour to a certain point, and I might just push that up, and then they just go over the top, you know. So good enough for them. I say good enough for me. Right, now, get in places. Delay. Not quite there. We'll go here. Yeah. At the moment, I'm getting a minor amount of amusement simply out of the word yeah, because of a clip I saw from the movie Legend about the Cray brothers, and if you know who they were, and yeah, it's part of a scene where one of them, ultimately the words yeah are a straight out threat, just because of where they're applied and how they're applied. It's after the line of there is a less polite approach. The inference being, yeah, well, otherwise you can get taken out of the gene pool, which most people are inclined to view as something somewhat unfriendly as an approach. Alrighty, yeah, that's pretty heavily wrapped now. Oh, hello. Hang on a moment. Wow, so this is so bad. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, well, that's, yeah, cool. Your engines are good. Now, they're one of my favourite parts of the whole process of scale modelling. Now, what I'm going to do next is very easy. We'll go bing and splatch on that side. And then on that side. And then delete. Alrighty, almost done. Once I've got this masking done, I am going to wind the stream up, I reckon. And I will now. I've got to work out if I'm going to be on tomorrow. I've got a doctor's appointment when I would normally be on. And I've got a mechanical appointment at 2, and I've got the first thing of a German course I'm doing tomorrow as well. So unless I go early in the morning, which is not such a bad idea. By early, I'm talking 9-ish, maybe even earlier, which does actually work better for some people in the US. I know that. Yeah, I may not be on, so we'll have to work that one. I have to work that one out myself. But yeah, that is the single biggest decision I need to make. Wow. As always, it's a charmed existence. Yeah. Really? Now, after this one, what I'm going to do is right now. That's all I need to do on that one. Finally, I need, here they are. And in fact, Trixie, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I know I'm going to do this. What this is, and some more. Okay, these are the wheel stems, and I'm going to airbrush that side. This also needs to be done. Oh, that's easy enough. What am I fussing about? Dear, oh dear. There we go. And all I need to do in that regard is Diddly. Wiki that. Nice and easy. Then conversely, I need to all right. Finally, actually two things I'll do here, so not quite finally. One, slip. Next, actually I should do that with blue tack. Hit it up with the blue tack. Aha. All right, blue tack. Now what I'm going to do here is actually a couple of things I can do here. One is block this off. Now I need a little less, which is kind of convenient. Because what I can do, get a teeny, weeny bit, really small amount. That'll do us. And we're going to cover that light there. I'll get back on there, damn you. Yep. Now I'm going to need to do a little touch up there, but at least the light will be clear and looking correct. Well, more correct than if I had to go over the there we go. And finally, into there with that. Push that down with a bit of work with our toothpick. There we go. Right, masked and ready to rock and or roll. Alrighty, and that is me done for today. Now give me a moment and I'll just flick the light out. Boom. All right. Well, thanks for swinging past. I do appreciate it. All right. First time viewers. What am I about to ask you to do? I think you know. Follow, like, or subscribe. If you'd like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. And that camera's crooked. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And Rob the Builder on Food Monster and on Twitter. What are those words, kids? Repeat after me. Follow, like, subscribe. Now, tomorrow, as I said, I may not be on. If I am, it will be early. If I am, I will announce it on through StreamYard, and that'll appear on YouTube, and Facebook. So there you have it. There's a plan. Alrighty. As I am unsure about tomorrow, but can state categorically that I'll be back Wednesday. I will even finish by saying that I don't know about tomorrow, but on Wednesday I'll be back the same kit time and the same kit channel. I'll catch you then.